In the stillness of the early morning hours on November 8th, 2024, the coal mining roads of Buchanan County, Virginia, were cloaked in a serene quietude. The night was clear and cool, with the moon casting a gentle glow over the rugged landscape. The winding roads, usually populated only by the rhythmic hum of early morning workers, sat in near silence, broken only occasionally by the crunch of gravel under speeding tires. Officer Jake, a seasoned prison guard accustomed to late night shifts, was on his way to work, running behind schedule. His mind was preoccupied with the day ahead as he navigated through the intricacies of Page Road, his headlights cutting through the darkness but purposefully dimmed to avoid startling nocturnal wildlife. This extra caution proved prescient as he approached the turnoff near the coal mine's main gate. No sooner had Jake driven less than a quarter mile from this landmark, he noticed a large, dark figure by the roadside. Instinctively, he eased up on the accelerator, thinking it was a bear or perhaps a loose cow, but what he witnessed next defied all logic and explanation. As Jake squinted through the shadows cast by his car's headlights, the creature began to take form. Standing upright on two powerful legs, it appeared to be kneeling down at first, a massive being with shaggy fur that caught the light and created an eerie outline against the brush. By his estimation, the creature weighed between 500 and 600 pounds, a formidable presence indeed. What truly froze Jake in wonder was its face, distinctly humanoid, with a heavy brow that conveyed intelligence and awareness. It peered through the thick underbrush, using its hands to part the foliage, an action both deliberate and unsettling due to its human-like capability. Though his car's lights should have caused a reflective gleam in its eyes, there was none, adding to its mystique. Transfixed, Jake watched as the creature glanced back into the woods, and then quickly returned its gaze towards the road, apparently assessing the situation. He followed its line of sight to see two does grazing peacefully in the moonlit meadow, a pastoral scene punctuated by the surreal presence of a possible apex predator, observing with unnerving intent. With deliberate grace, the creature stepped toward the creek that ran parallel to the road, its movements fluid and unhurried as it descended the bank and disappeared from view, leaving Jake with nothing but questions and a pounding heart. It hadn't bolted in fear, suggesting that encounters with humans, or at least cars, were familiar. As the adrenaline began to wane, Jake parked further down the road, replaying the extraordinary encounter repeatedly in his mind. Stories of similar sightings had floated around the fringes of local lore, whispered at hunting gatherings and late-night firesides, yet, until that moment, he had dismissed them as nothing more than fanciful tales. Upcoming days found Jake returning to the site, curious for any evidence or sign of the creature's existence. While he never saw it again, the experience lingered in his thoughts, a reminder of the mysteries that lay hidden within the wooded saddles and forgotten haunts of the Appalachian landscape. The encounter, both extraordinary and humbling, left Jake with a newfound respect for the unknown, and the stories passed down through his community, proof that the wilderness still held secrets beyond human comprehension. On the crisp evening of October 20th, the Rocky Boy Reservation in Hill County, Montana, was bathed in the muted glow of the setting sun. The sky had begun its transition from day to night, painting the landscape in hues of orange and purple as four friends embarked on a drive down Sandy Creek Road. The small convoy, consisting of brothers Alex and James, along with James's wife Emma and Alex's girlfriend Mia, expected nothing more than another tranquil night ready to embrace the quiet majesty of the Montana wilderness. As they journeyed along the winding road, sharing stories and laughter, The night took an unexpected turn. Rolling through the rugged terrain, they paused to stretch their legs and soak in the beauty of their surroundings. The air was fresh and invigorating, a serene silence enveloping the forested landscape. Without warning, their casual conversation was interrupted by an imposing figure stepping out from behind a tree, a massive, towering creature standing between 8 and 9 feet tall. Its silhouette was strikingly human-like, yet cloaked in sleek, well-groomed black fur that glistened in the dim light. Alex, who had always been skeptical of the legendary Bigfoot tales shared within his community, found himself questioning reality as he gazed upon the creature's formidable physique, one that appeared muscular and well-defined. A seasoned Army veteran, Alex was no stranger to fear, having faced danger during his service in Afghanistan, but this encounter instilled a primal sense of awe and trepidation. The creature's sheer size and strength were overwhelming, its calm demeanor contrasting with the chaos it subtly incited within the group. It glanced at Alex and James with intelligent eyes before casually placing something, perhaps food, into its mouth. The moment hung in time, captured in Alex's memory, as the creature, seemingly unimpressed by their presence, turned and ambled back into the depths of the forest. Before the friends could fully process the gravity of the encounter, Emma's urgent cries from the pickup truck disrupted the eerie calm. She and Mia, having spotted something crawling towards them, unleashed a flurry of panic that set the group into motion. They scrambled back to the truck, hearts pounding, desperately seeking safety behind its doors. James, with a hastily drawn phone in hand, recorded the unfolding events, capturing what would become a crucial piece of evidence. As their vehicle roared to life, he focused the lens on the surrounding darkness, capturing fleeting, shadowy figures as the group sped away. Once out of the forest's enveloping grasp, parked safely away from the wilderness, they could finally breathe and reassemble their thoughts. The night had bestowed upon them an encounter both impossible and undeniable, one that they relived over and over in hushed voices, their minds wrestling with the question, had they truly witnessed a creature of legend? The captured footage became their anchor, a testament to the extraordinary moment. Though wary of public skepticism, they resolved to seek expert analysis to sharpen the video without altering its raw authenticity, hoping to validate their story without tainting its integrity. In the days that followed, the friends found themselves drawn into the mystery, a shared journey into the unknown that continued to haunt their waking thoughts and whispered conversations. The Rocky Boy Reservation kept its secrets, but for Alex, James, Emma, and Mia, the encounter was a profound reminder of the world's hidden wonders, lurking where the edges of reality blur into legend. It was the dawn of November 2nd, 2024, a crisp, cool morning in the heart of fall, when Officer Alex set out for a hunting trip that would forever alter his perception of the world. Newberry County, South Carolina, was alive with the vibrant reds and golds of autumn, and the familiar scent of the woodland air greeted Alex as he prepared for a day of deer hunting on his family's property. Growing up, Alex had spent countless seasons in these woods, nestled between the small town of Pomeria and the remote stretch of Mayer Road. In the dim light of early morning, he settled into his ground blind, strategically positioned along a power line cutout that sliced through the dense forest, running parallel to a meandering creek. The area, known for its large deer population, promised a fruitful hunt. As the first light crept over the horizon at around 6:30 a.m., Alex's senses were sharply attuned to the gentle rustle of leaves and the distant calls of wildlife awakening. Suddenly, A sound unlike any he had ever encountered reverberated through the trees, a deep, resonant grunt, followed by the unmistakable thud of a heavy stomp. The noise sent an involuntary shiver down his spine. Instinctively, Alex turned toward the source of the sound, peering through the dense brush. What he saw took his breath away. A massive, human-like silhouette stood among the trees, partially obscured yet undeniably real. Standing at an estimated 7 to 7.5 feet tall, the creature's long brown hair glistened in the dawn light, and its face bore a striking resemblance to that of an ape. Its long arms hung loosely at its sides as they locked eyes. Time seemed to stretch as they studied one another, 30 seconds that felt like an eternity. Despite his training and years of experience as a police officer, Alex was at a loss to explain the extraordinary sight before him. His mind raced, trying to rationalize the encounter, but deep down, he knew he was facing something beyond his understanding. This was no ordinary animal. This was the elusive creature whispered about in legends. Bigfoot. Without any sudden movement, the creature turned, its long stride carrying it effortlessly into the deeper woods. Alex watched in silent awe as it disappeared from view, leaving behind only the swaying branches and the faint memory of its perfectly fluid motions. In the days that followed, Alex wrestled with his encounter, reluctant to disclose it for fear of ridicule. Yet, as he searched online, he discovered similar reports from the area, further validating his own experience. Although he chose not to investigate further, the forest of Newberry County had gifted him with an extraordinary glimpse of the unknown, a mystery woven into the very fabric of this land rich with history and untouched secrets. Even as he returned to his duties back in western South Carolina, the encounter lingered in his thoughts, a reminder that there are still wonders, and perhaps answers, waiting in the most unexpected places.